So here I'm using Glitterbels extra long stiletto tips, and I'm just going in with one bead of glass slippers on halfway down the nail. I'm leaving that to go a little bit matte, not totally dry, and then I'm coming in with some netting and pressing that into the acrylic. It's a bit harder on a practice hand than it is a real hand. Just tapping those edges in. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. The effects is still amazing from using netting. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going in with some Tiffany Teal and Forbidden Forest. I'm just keeping it really nice and wet on the brush and just literally letting the two colours bleed into each other, and just covering all that netted bit on the nail. So on this finger I'm using porcelain and beetle green. Again, just keeping the beads really wet and letting those colours bleed into each other. Not worrying about being perfect. So again, bit of porcelain here and some Tiffany Teal. Adding a little bit of Forbidden Forest there. More of the Tiffany Teal and porcelain. I'm just adding little bits in here and there. I think that is a bit of raindrop, just to add a bit of sparkle. Some snowdrops white here, just a tiny bit on the brush and just creating almost like your marble effect. Just really thin lines going across it. Same down here with beetle green. Adding a bit more in there, just keeping it really thin and wet. Just gently patting it to blend in until I'm happy. It's just a case of just keep adding until you're happy with how it looks. I like doing these sort of nails because you don't have to be perfect. So here I'm adding in some broken gold, randomly placing it over the nail. So going back to this middle finger, which I shouldn't have really, I realised when I started, because obviously I've still got to file that netted bit at the bottom. So once I realised, I knew to keep this bit really nice and thin, so I don't file into it when I have to do the netted bit. So again, using Tiffany Teal, beetle green and Forbidden Forest, sorry. Just letting them all bleed together. So onto the ring finger now. I think I picked up all three colours there, beetle green, Tiffany Teal and Forbidden Forest. So I'm using some snowdrops white here again. And some beetle green. And then I'm coming in with some broken gold. And just feathering that down the nail. My idea was to make this so the tip is like a glass nail almost. So I'm just bringing random bits down to the tip of the nail. So going onto the little finger, again marbling those colours together, and just letting them all bleed into each other. Decided I wanted to do this one as an ombre type nail, but rather than using your classic nude core powder for the bed of the nail, I decided to use porcelain. Or it just gives it something just a little bit different. Again, I'm marbling with the snowdrops white there. So here I come in with the porcelain, popping a bead down and then just dragging it down and blending into that marble. I'm just coming in with a bit of broken gold. Again, just randomly placing it on the nail. So back to this nailed nail. I'm now using the e-file just to take away that top layer of acrylic and to reveal obviously that netted design underneath. It's entirely up to you how much you file. The more you file, obviously the bigger those holes will look, so it depends entirely on what effect you're wanting to go for. So now I've done that, I'm coming back to this cuticle area and remarbling as I want it to blend in with the netting, so there's no obvious line between the two. Again, just adding those little marble details, keeping the brush really nice and wet at all times, and just working in small beads so you're not to flood the nail. So coming in here with broken gold, I kind of just made this bit up as I went along, if I'm honest. I was just going to do a little bit and then I started adding more. So once I was happy with that, I came in with the glass slippers and then capped all the nails using a 3 bead method, obviously because of the length of the nails. I wasn't too concerned about building an apex or trying to give it strength, because obviously I was only using my practice hand. But obviously on a client you would concentrate on that because of the length of the nails. So I'm going in here with Glitterbels non-wipe top coat and just covering all the nails. As you can see how clear it is, it's beautiful. And the broken gold just stands out. It's got to be one of my favourite glitters. And that's the finished result. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.